Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. This week we will be cooking some of my favorite meals. I'm someone who enjoys cooking things from scratch. I used to work at some of the world's best restaurants before having my son Adam, but now I just cook for us instead. I make my own bread, cheese, sauerkraut. I also make my own stock. I love using organic and locally sourced ingredients as much as possible. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. So it's Monday and we're making borscht, a traditional Ukrainian soup, usually made with beef, beetroots, cabbage, carrot, onion and potatoes. It's characterized by its vibrant red color, which comes from the beets. And to maintain that, we will be adding lemon juice along with the beets. I learned how to make this soup as my son's biological father was from Russia, where they also eat this soup very often, and I just love it. It's such a comforting dish in the winter. Gelato. Grywa.
Gdzie chodź?
So it's not just Tuesday, but Taco Tuesday, and that's one of my most favorite meals. I try to make this at least once every couple of weeks, and I love making my own tortillas. they're nice and soft and warm, and serve them along with taco meat, so like Mexican seasoned beef or whatever else you like, along with guacamole, yogurt or sour cream, grated cheese, some cabbage or lettuce or both, paprika, corn. You can add whatever you like, and it makes for an amazing meal.
Mexicano. Mexicano. Minha falando fama de México. Como é que faz? Você tomar de México. Olha, fazes tética, fazes postá, fazes queijo. Que fazes iogurte e queijo. Nossa, Malamoni γίνεται. Γίνεται. Guacamole. Αυτό τι είναι? Μόλε. Αβοκάντο. Εσείς δεν καταλαβαίνω ότι σημαίνει αυτό. Guacamole. Ζαχ! Μπορείς. Τίποτα.
So I'm planning to make falafels for tomorrow Wednesday, but because it will be out for most of the day, I decided to make the dough the night before and then just let it rise overnight in the fridge. For breakfast, we don't always have the same thing. We might sometimes have porridge. We might have homemade sourdough bread with various toppings. On a bit more special occasions, I might make sourdough pancakes or pumpkin pancakes. And today we're just having some yogurt with homemade granola and some fruit. These are pita pockets, which will hopefully rise and become like balloons in the oven. The falafels I've made in advance. I made a big batch and stored it in the freezer. And I just take out as many as I need every time. They're quite easy to make. It's just soaked dried chickpeas along with some herbs and spices, onion. I'll include the recipe down in the description. I love wrapping my falafels along with sauerkraut, pickled onion, pickled cucumber, lettuce, parsley, and an amazing tahini sauce. Sometimes we'll have porridge for breakfast, but it's not just porridge, it's breakfast of champions. I usually add peanut butter, honey, banana, mixed seeds, which include pumpkin seeds, linseed, and poppy seed, and also chia seed, some milk. I sometimes add acai powder and fresh orange juice because we came down with a cold, and vitamin C is exactly what we need. Okay, it's Thursday, and I think it's safe to say that this meal should be this vlog's protagonist because it's so delicious. It's a French-Belgian meal. I think it's more Belgian. It's called vol au vent. So it's like, it's a hollow case of puff pastry filled with juicy chicken, meatballs, and mushrooms in a velouté sauce, served with fries and salad. Takes a while to make, but it's so worth it. It's Friday and we're making a super delicious noodle soup. I'm making my own noodles from scratch. I found a recipe online which calls for baked baking soda, so I baked it spread out on a parchment paper in the oven at 120 degrees Celsius for 1 hour. The noodles were pretty easy to make. Of course, it's not something I would do every day, but it's quite special and it was not very difficult to do. In the soup, I'm adding garlic, ginger, carrots, mushrooms. The mushrooms are some leftovers from yesterday's meal, so they're stir-fried with some garlic. And I also added some leek, chicken stock from yesterday, peanut butter, a little bit of beetroot greens, soy sauce, and some plant-based milk. After I turned off the heat, I added the miso paste. Remember, miso is raw and it has beneficial bacteria for you. so it's wise to add it in the food after you've turned off the heat. Today is Sunday. I don't normally cook on Saturdays just because my parents usually have fresh fish on that day, so they prepare it and I have a day off. So it's Sunday and we had some homemade sourdough bread for breakfast, one with tahini and honey, one with peanut butter and rhubarb jam, and then one with a vegan carob spread, which we really enjoy. Yeah, and today's lunch is pretty simple. It's just a very nice salad with poached eggs. I had the idea of poaching eggs in colored water. I accidentally did it last week when I made like a Greek spinach and rice dish. I was boiling some beetroots and I wanted to poach an egg. So the poached egg turned out pink and I really liked it. So I experimented and I made one in a red cabbage liquid, which turned out purple, another one turmeric liquid, which turned out yellow, and then one in beetroot liquid, which turned out pink again. And for dinner, I'm making a very simple pumpkin soup, just with some greens and turmeric. I try to make soup almost every week, and then we'll have it for a few dinners. So yeah, that was it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it and that you'll make one of these recipes. If you like this video or you learned something, please like and subscribe. See you in the next one.